repetition of the events that have taken place here in Los Angeles recently, we have to go to the root. We have to go to the cause. Dealing with the condition itself is not enough.
Dear Mr. Massa, I'm just trying to mind my own business. What's the matter? It's just another day, another black king captured. I'm about to lose my brain, stuck inside this ghetto rapture. I got a lot of smoke. If you want it, you can have it. They want a hat trick, but this is black girl magic. Ain't talking about the kind that'll make you disappear, but I'm talking about the power of the melanin within. Ain't looking for trouble, but I'ma say this one time. I put two dukes up if you try to touch mine. We still want justice for Samir and Trayvon. You say you don't see color, but racism ain't blind. They targeting little kids whose skin look just like mine. So I'm paranoid, it's a war zone outside. And I'm a black queen, so if you ask me to step out of my car, you gon' have to snatch me. Cause I ain't going no damn well. Had to spend my whole life living unfair. Ancestors got my back and they right here. You can never understand, it's a nightmare. Living in my black shoes by the black rules. You can keep your handshake, I don't dap coons. The white man that go nuts if he can't shoot. But you all on his side like a damn fool. Make it make sense.
We are oppressed.
Queen.
We are exploited. We are downtrodden.
Make it make
We are
sense.
denied not only civil rights, but even human rights.
Ahmadiyyah.
So the only way we're going to get some of this
Ahmadiyyah.
oppression and exploitation
Queen.
away from us or aside from us is come together
Queen.
against the common enemy. Who taught you to hate the texture of your
Ahmadiyyah.
hair? Who taught you to hate the color of your skin?
Ahmadiyyah.
Parents, pay attention to the books, the school system, even to your little children. Lies mixed with wisdom. His skin too bright, so he was blind to the prison. My skin just right, so I collide with division. You trying to pray to God, but we tired of religion. No savior saving, we got to save our savings. We used to pay miss, how we gon' make the slave rich? But who's to blame, and tell me why you complaining? We need a team effort just to rule the nation. Like a bad relationship, missing communication. We missing moderation. They're trying to get a poison to my population. No reparations, I'm getting tired of Satan.
We are oppressed.
Queen.
I'm getting tired of waiting.
We are downtrodden.
Queen.
We are denied not only civil rights, but even human rights.
Ahmadiyyah.
So the only way we're going to get some of this
Ahmadiyyah.
oppression and exploitation.
Queen.
Touch one of mine and you're done. They show no love for the queen. Why you hating on me? Is it cause I'm free and I got Malcolm X in my jeans? I got dreams like King Luther, shed blood like Kunsa. You ain't helping my people, I ain't got nothing to say to ya. I want all the smoke like hookah. Talking reparations. America won't be great until they give us compensation. I'm like, I'm the hottest right now. See a bunch of lames out here trying to jock on my style. They be doing too much. I'm the queen, it's too easy. It's like they all in Popeyes, how they be talking so greasy. I just sit back and laugh while these haters get madder. So nefarious how they don't want my pockets with cheddar. I tell them they can do better. These snakes in the grass can leave a bite on your ass, cause y'all be trusting too fast. I got my foot on the gas, other one on they necks. Dropping receipts on haters, you better show some respect. I'm never facing regrets, we only facing the threat.
This is the sound of Eric Malcolm.
It's a cut on the gas, other one on they necks. Dropping receipts on haters, you better show some respect. I'm never facing regrets, we only facing the threat. Running through every challenge like a relay, break no sweat. It's a cold game, so I got that blanket with me. Now that my people awaken, ain't no going to sleep. I do not play by my piece. This time I'm playing for Keefe. You talking slick, but when I see you like them ends, we gon' be. And I got gold all in my skin, God all in my blood, kings all in my circle. You touch one of mine and you're done. They show no love for the queen. Why they hating on me? Is it cause I'm free and I got Malcolm X in my jeans and I got gold all in my skin, God all in my blood, queen. Why they hating on me?
DJ, turn it up, and I won't stop burning you down until there ain't nothing left. Rubble on top of rubble, and I'll still be bombing. Look like a wall, Richard. Look like a wall. You didn't say no. Look like a wall, Richard. Look like a wall. You didn't say no. Nobody knows why liars lie. Winners are not allowed to allow losers to rewrite history. It's God's side and the other side. Country bumpkin black dude that can't talk good, but can be, and look like Mr. Potato Head.
I didn't want to be a movie star.
No, you couldn't be a movie star. Ricky Smiley can't act, cause Ricky Smiley can't act. Why is he in a dress again? He didn't be wanting to body, and you gotta tell him no. Sid ain't got no special, you remember? Keefe ain't got no special, you remember? Ricky ain't got no special, you remember? Sir, I have 12 comedy specials. If you Diddy or whoever you is, DJ, turn it up, and I won't stop burning you down until there ain't nothing left. Rubble on top of rubble, and I'll still be bombing. Look like a wall, Richard. Look like a wall. You didn't say no. Look like a wall, Richard. Look like a wall. You didn't say no.
All right. Hello, everyone. Thanks for tuning back in once again to the original Queen Ahmadiyyah Shakur show. I'm your host, Queen Ahmadiyyah Shakur, and this is your late night Saturday Vitamins. This is also nefarious. Now, you all know that the reason I came right black is because I forgot to talk about Diddy. I forgot all about Diddy and his shenanigans, so I had to come back. With that all being said, shout out to Nita's and Mike's World, Byron, Aboriginal woman, Mr. Hotel said often imitated but never duplicated. We got Courtney J in the house. Sandra is here. Indentured Rebel. All right. Vince I Am all the way from the UK is black. Okay. Vetta's daughter. Okay. Emperor Rex is in the house. Courtney J. Okay. So shout out to everyone. Everyone tuned into Queen. Y'all know it's too late for us to be in here. All right. So anyway, with that all being said, Black and Silver said you came back because you missed us. Yeah, that's true. That's true. Okay, so hey Danielle, alaikum salam to you, beloved. Diane in the house, Desmond, Kenyetta. Shout out to all of my moderators putting in work. Okay, so let's get into it. Let me say this. Let me say this. Okay, so here's the thing. You know, I was talking about on the last video, the previous video, I was talking about people going in on Willie D and all of that. And Steven Jackson hating on Shannon Sharp. You know, here's the thing. When Steven Jackson says they want to pull back stuff, and I just want to say this real quickly. When he says they want to pull back stuff and they don't want to have certain things on there, and when people have come on his show, they've edited certain things out that were said. You know what that says to me? That y'all are protecting some of these gatekeepers. There's gatekeepers amongst us. And people like Steven Jackson, they're not going to air them out. And nor are they going to let anyone else air them out on their platforms. That's all they're saying. They're going to continue to protect these gatekeepers. That's what it is, okay? Vince I Am said, facts queen. Yes, that's what it is. They don't want to speak out against certain people because they don't want those people mad at them and they don't want to fall out of favor. That's called butt kissing, where I come from. That's called arse kissing, okay? That's what it is. If you can't say what you really feel and you don't want someone else to say what they really feel, you're an ass kisser. Plain and simple. And I'm not in the ass kissing business. I never have been. So that's why I said I will keep a level of professionalism at all times and let people say what they want to say, whether I agree with it, like it or not. So now let's talk about Diddy, because Diddy's going down. Y'all do know at this point Diddy's going to prison, right? Have you all accepted that fact that Diddy's going to prison? Because that's where he's headed. I want you all to pay attention. He's going straight to prison. Don't stop and go. All right? And I can't wait. You see, I cannot wait because I absolutely think that he had something to do with Tupac's demise. All right. Now, with that all being said, I told you all yesterday about the audio that was released with Dwayne Keefe D. Davis talking to the police in a secret interview. All right, they released the audio from that. But then on the backup channel, for those of you who missed it, I also played the other audio that was released. And that was from Dwayne Keefe D. Davis having a conversation while he was in jail with his son, talking about somebody giving green lights and all that. So I'm going to share that first. So you all that missed it, who are not subscribed to the backup channel, which you should be. So I'm going to show that clip. And then we'll get into this whole thing about the Grammy nomination. Please pay attention. All right, let's get into it. Reggie said, if you don't like what the queen is cooking, exit stage and left. That's right. You tell him, Reggie. Okay, Aeon is here. He didn't. Now, after he's told all these different stories for over the years. Nonetheless, I talked about how there was audio that was released that's going to be used and entered into evidence where he was talking to the police in a secret recording or when it was a secret interview. And he was admitting to them that Diddy is the one who orchestrated the death of Tupac and paid $1 million. But now there's another audio recording. Okay, there's another audio recording. And so we're going to get into it because in this audio, basically, it's a recording of Keefe D. Davis and his son who were having a conversation while he was in prison. Okay, it was a recorded conversation, and or not while he's in prison, while he's in jail, but it's a recorded conversation while he's talking. His son is telling him about a green light, which is an order to go ahead and take somebody's life, like a hit. Okay, and so now there's a discrepancy between the prosecution and Davis's attorneys because they're saying that the prosecution has, misinterpreted it. Okay, so let's get into it because I just got the audio. I'm going to share my screen. Likes up, everyone. Please like and share. Thank you in advance.
I love you, big dog. Hey, call me in the morning, man. I got some to tell you, too. About what? Oh, no, that's about just going on. Where? Around the city. Hey, yeah, they talking about the trip, talking about it's a green light on that. Talking about the our side. Yeah, but guess what he told him? He said, we was raised in war. We don't for this here? Be rude, yeah. Huh? Yeah, be rude. Oh, he gone? No, be rude. He gone? No, he's saying that it's on. That's what I told. That's what he said. He said, you think we give a about that? We raising this shit. Y'all ain't heard. Yeah. But love you, big dog. I'm gonna tell you about it tomorrow. All right. Good night, big dog. I love you, big dog.
Hello?
Yeah.
Mm-hmm. Huh?
They said they could have put me back up, so I still got my call for the day. So I can come out. I came out when they did again. So. All right, love you. Once that dude call, I hope he let me out after he leaves.
Yeah. Man, I'm gonna get up in the morning. I gotta go drop my car off tomorrow.
What they said, you need just those coils.
I don't know. They gotta diagnose it. It's probably gonna be up there about 5 days, 4 or 5 days before I get a car.
Before you get a car?
Yeah, because they don't pay for nothing until I get it diagnosed. And it was backed up. All right.
All right, love you.
Okay, love you. Bye.
Okay, so they all sound completely illiterate and like they have mush in their mouths. Is it just me? Is it just me? I mean, they sounded like they had mush in their mouths. They all just sounded ridiculous. quite frankly. But so there you heard his son saying that B. Rue, whoever that is, sounds nefarious, said that B. Rue said they're ready for war. They were born for this shite. And that he'll finish telling him about it tomorrow. Now, mind you, this is after Keefe Davis was given a $750,000 bond. Okay? Perla said, LOL, they do. All right. Lily X said, okay, speak up, damn it. Okay, so now here's the thing. I want you all to pay attention because now, so the prosecutors are saying that this green light. Duran said, no, it's not just you, Queen. Okay, thank you. So the prosecutor presented this to the judge and said that basically they feel like, that Keefe D is a danger, and they feel like that the threats have been made for the green light against anyone in the family who would potentially testify against Dwayne Keefe D. Davis. Now, on the other hand, Dwayne Keefe D. Davis's attorneys are saying that's not the case, that they misinterpreted it, and that basically that there's a threat on Dwayne Davis and his family. So let's think about it. Is there, because now, I don't know if anybody in his family is going to testify against him, but I would hope he wouldn't put out a hit on somebody in his family, but then you never know. But now here's the thing. If there is a threat, because they said we're ready to go to war, you think we worried about this? We was born for this. Okay, so, and they're talking about gang members, okay? B. Rue clearly sounds like a gang member, but here's the thing. Mr. Hotel said it's all ghetto and low down. Yes. The question I have is, if there is a green light against Keefe D. Davis and his family, who put out the green light? Who orchestrated it? Was it Diddy? Did Diddy put out a hit on him? I have questions. Because we all know that Diddy doesn't want to go down. We all know he doesn't want to go down. Now, I wouldn't put it past him. Now, I'm not saying he did. Of course, I'm speculating. Okay? If I was in the court right now, they'd say move to strike on the grounds of speculation, because that's absolutely what this is. But I am speculating because I want to know if the attorneys for Keefe D. Davis feel that someone has put out a green light for an order to take out a hit on him or someone in his family. Well, who else would benefit from that besides Diddy? Please pay attention. Who else would benefit from that? Because he's implicating Diddy. We heard the audio yesterday when I played it for you. We already heard the audio where he was saying that Diddy orchestrated the hit on Tupac and offered up $1 million. Okay? Terry Hartfield says, I have questions and innuendos. Exactly. Claudette says, facts, Queen. Kenyatta said, Diddy is going to bring people. Hold on, this chat's moving fast. Diddy's going to bring people with him or definitely try his hardest. I absolutely believe it. Okay? So with that all being said, honey, if there is a threat and a green light on his family, well, who else would have made that threat? And who else would have put that green light? I have several questions. I'm not saying Diddy did it, but I would definitely, that would be my first culprit that I would suspect. Okay? But now let's talk about the Grammys. Well, before we get into the Grammys, hold on, where is this at? Let's talk about how he has been removed. Let's talk about how he has been removed from Young Miami's upcoming reality show, reportedly removing scenes featuring Diddy. The casual lovers have not been seen together since Diddy was hit with several lawsuits last year. And shout out to my sister Lisa Cabrera for sending me these articles, this information. Okay. Specifically the one about him getting nominated for a Grammy, because I didn't even know that. I did report to you all a while ago, weeks ago, that he was not wanted at the Grammys. Pay attention, because people didn't even want to sit near him. But I didn't know he was nominated. So let's talk about it. Young Miami has yet to comment on the several lawsuits filed against her casual lover, Sean Diddy Combs, in 2023. And it appears that producers of her upcoming reality show want the city girl to keep her distance. Now, the Jasmine brand reports that the Miami native's new show originally featured scenes including the Bad Boy founder. Those scenes will now be removed before airing. They say the artist's first announced that she'd be starring on a reality show ahead of the 2023 Video Music Awards, with TJB reporting in December that the show would air on BET. The network has yet to confirm the air date. Now, many have wondered how Young Miami must feel about Puff's or Diddy's legal woes, as he was first accused by ex-girlfriend Cassie of sexual assault and other egregious acts in November. After settling that suit within 48 hours, it was actually within 24. Please pay attention. Diddy was hit with 3 more lawsuits from women claiming to be victims of various forms of abuse at his hands. Now, the 4th accuser claims Diddy participated in her being gang draped with a D. We're moving the D, as a teen after she was flown from Detroit to New York City. Her initial meeting with Bad Boy President Harve Pierre, who's also been hit with sexual assault lawsuits, resulted in her being trafficked across state lines and given copious amounts of drugs and alcohol before being sexually assaulted, according to the documents pertaining to the lawsuit. Now, soon after these accusations went public, Diddy took to social media to deny all of the accusations. Didn't he deny it all? Isn't that in fact what he did? But enough is enough. Remember that? Enough is enough. For the last couple of weeks, I have sat silently and watched people try to assassinate my character, destroy my reputation and my legacy. Sickening accusations have been made against me by individuals looking for a quick payday. Well, you see, that's what happens when you do these sorts of things and you get yourself in predicaments where these types of things can be alleged, Diddy. Okay, yes, people will look for paydays, and in some cases, rightfully so, in my opinion. Let me be absolutely clear, he continued. I did not do any of the awful things being alleged. I will fight for my name, my family, and for the truth. Sean Diddy Combs. Well, there's that. So he's not going to be on that reality show. Diddy's going down. I just want you all to sit back and relax because it's all going down. Okay? He's being called out on all fronts. And now that he's been nominated for a Grammy, well, he's not going to show up. Sean Diddy Combs not attending Grammys despite nomination amid sexual assault claims. So they say Sean Diddy Combs will be missing the biggest night in music. The billionaire mogul will not attend the 2024 Grammys despite being nominated. Okay, now this is what page 6 confirms. Combs is nominated for Best Progressive R&B Album for his latest project, the Love Album, Off the Grid. How is he nominated for that? Did anybody buy that album? One's in the chat if you purchased that album or listened to it. One's in the chat. Did anyone purchase that new album of his? Because how's he nominated? Okay, so everybody putting in twos, honey, because I didn't listen to a peep. Okay, but let me continue. Now, this album featured a star-studded lineup of appearances, including Busta Rhymes, Mary J. Blige, Summer Walker, Fabulous, Jasmine Sullivan, Babyface, and many more. And I guarantee you, every last one of those people that are on there probably wish they had not done it. Okay? I'm quite sure in hindsight, they wish they'd never gotten on it. Now, it is standard policy that the Recording Academy issue an invitation to all nominees. Page 6 was exclusively told that the Grammys did not disinvite Combs. So they didn't disinvite him, despite months ago people saying they didn't want to sit by him and they clearly didn't want him there. Okay. Now, however, the Academy told Rolling Stone last December, we are taking this matter very seriously and we are in the process of evaluating it with the time and care that it deserves. Remember, I told you all that. I reported that. Now, Page 6 reached out to rep for Combs in the Grammys, but did not immediately hear back. The award show is scheduled to take place at the Crypto.com Arena. And this is going to be Combs' legal woes. Hold on. Okay, it's going to be at the Crypto.com Arena in Los Angeles on February the 4th. So next month. Now, Combs' legal woes came to a head in late 2023 when multiple women accused him of drape without the D and abuse. Last November, the Bad Boy Records founder's ex and former artist, Cassie, filed a lawsuit against him alleging, we already know the rest. So, yeah, it's not looking good for Diddy. And rightfully so. after all the nefarious things he's been accused of. And I can't help but think that most, if not all, of these things are true. That's just my opinion. Okay? That's just my opinion, that these things are likely true, every word that was said. And at the end of the day, I don't even see why they invited him. I mean, that's just me. I felt like he should have been disinvited after the first lawsuit came out and all of the things that were said, and not to mention other people confirming, okay, like Tiffany Red, Gene Deal, Mark Curry, his former artist on Bad Boy label, not the comedian. So I just felt like he should have been disinvited in the first place. That's my thing. Lisa Jackson says, I've never heard any song from this project. Me either. I couldn't tell you one. So I'm just wondering how he got nominated. Is this a joke? But anyway, Diddy's going down. That's all I got to say about that. Now let's talk about this breaking news, because sources say Yo Gotti's brother, Big Juke, was killed in a shooting outside a Memphis restaurant. This was reported about 6 hours ago. That's very sad and unfortunate. Okay, I'm going to share my screen so you all can see this news report. Condolences to him and to Yo Gotti and his family at the end of the day. Let's get into it.
That story we told you about off the top of the broadcast, a deadly shooting in Hickory Hill with connections to Memphis rapper Yo Gotti. Fox 13's Lakia Scott joins us live tonight from St. Francis Hospital. That's where the victims were taken. Lakia, what were you able to find out? Good evening to you.
Good evening, Daniel. Well, at least 5 police sources have confirmed with Fox 13 that the person killed is Anthony Mims, also known as Big Juke. Now, Big Juke is the brother of rapper Yo Gotti. Now, we were at that scene earlier tonight. Police say 2 men were shot outside Perion's restaurant and event center around 4:15. Now, that's on Winchester near Kirby. According to the Memphis Police Department, the victim was inside a vehicle at the time and was brought here to St. Francis Hospital, where he was pronounced deceased. Now, I'm also learning there was a second person who was shot and was also taken to the hospital. It has not been confirmed who the second person is, but we do know it is a man, and he was airlifted to Regional 1 in critical condition. Now, the Memphis Police Department spoke with us today in a press conference. Let's listen.
Right now, we do have video that we're analyzing, but we don't have a clear suspect identified at this time. But we know that a weapon was used, a firearm was used in this incident. We do feel like the individual that was shot was possibly targeted by the suspect.
Can you tell us whether one of the victims is Yo Gotti's brother?
I can't confirm anything yet.
Now, again, at least 5 police sources confirmed with Fox 13 that the person killed is Anthony Mims, also known as Big Juke. Big Juke, again, is the brother of rapper Yo Gotti. Now, according to police, there is at least 1 shooter, but there may be more involved. Daniel.
Fox 13's Lakia Scott starting our live coverage off at 9 with.
Well, that's very unfortunate. Like I said, you know, it's a whole lot of gun violence going on at the end of the day. Very sad news. Now, let's talk about Oprah, because Monique says that Oprah got caught. Okay. But before we get into it, let's go back. Let's go back to what Taraji said. Let's go back to what Taraji said, and many people backed up her claims and all of that. But like I said, nobody ever backed up Monique's claims when she was telling people about Oprah at the end of the day. I'm going to share my screen so you all can see this. Likes up, everyone, please like and share. Thank you in advance.
Taraji P. Henson's brutally honest and emotional explanation of Hollywood's pay disparity is going viral. CNN host Gayle King interviewed Henson and the cast of The Color Purple. It's a film from CNN's parent company, Warner Brothers Discovery. Now, King asked Henson if she was thinking about quitting acting.
I'm just tired of working so hard, being gracious at what I do, getting paid a fraction of the cost. You get tired. I hear people go, you work a lot. Well, have to. The math ain't mathing.
Here to discuss this with me now is actress Yvette Nicole Brown. Yvette, that has really touched a nerve in Hollywood. Taraji has been nominated for an Oscar. She's had multiple Emmys, Screen Actor Guild Awards. She's a household name. It's surprising to a lot of people to see those tears and to hear her say she's not being paid fairly.
Yeah, I mean, the truth is none of us are. You know, the pay disparity for Black women, period, is horrible, and it extends to Hollywood as well. What broke my heart about seeing it is that Taraji is one of our treasures. You know what I mean? She's one of the ones that has been in the trenches for forever. She should be paid what she's worth. And the tears that she cried, they weren't just for her, because each of us that are further along in our careers, we're trying to leave the door open for every Black actress that's coming up behind us. And the fear that she had and the despair that she had was that she is not making enough to be able to tell them what they should be asking for. And she knows that if it's hard for her, it's even harder for them. So it broke my heart. And I think that's why everybody's been responding and chiming in and making sure she knows that we love her and we support her and that we're walking the same path with her.
Yeah, I want to play a little bit to what you were talking about here, about what she said in a separate interview.
Where's my raise? I haven't seen a raise in my income since Proud Mary. And almost had to walk away from Color Purple. Because you know what? If I don't take a stand, how am I making it easy for Fantasia and Danielle and Hallie and Felicia? Then why am I doing this? If it's all just for me, why are you here?
Pay in any industry in some ways is very subjective. I can only imagine in Hollywood it's even more so. What do you think is the reason that, you know, Hollywood executives get away with paying someone like Taraji less and not giving her a raise movie to movie, role to role?
Well, you know, systemic racism is a part of everything that happens in this nation. But beyond that, I think that there's this thing where they pit people against each other, where the idea is, well, you know, if you don't want to do it, we'll get somebody else to do it. And somebody's rent may be due. And so they may take the lesser amount. And we are lesser as a industry because we don't get to have the brilliance of someone as Taraji because they don't want to pay them what they're worth. And it's a fight that, you know, white actors don't have and white female actors don't have. And what she said that really resonated with me, Abby, was when she said, even if she fights and gets what she needs for this particular film, she has to start all over again the next time she gets a film. Yeah. Because you don't get to walk in and say, well, I negotiated this, and this, and I am Taraji P. Henson, and I have this Oscar nomination, whatever. No, it's like you're starting over and you just walked in and well, you know, we're going to give you this $5 in a folding chair. It's the same for all of us, and it's infuriating and exhausting.
One of the factors here, The Color Purple, she just said in that clip, she almost walked away from that film. That's a film that is near and dear to the heart of Oprah Winfrey, who's a part of that process. Does it surprise you to hear that even on a film like that, where there is a prominent Black woman as a part of the process of making it, that she could still feel that she was underpaid? Taraji, we're showing here, posted a photo of Oprah thanking her for supporting her throughout her career. But what do you make of that, Yvette?
Well, we don't know if Oprah had anything to do with the pay situation. So we can't say that she was warring against anything that Oprah did in particular. So I want to make sure I say that. I think a lot of times it comes from business affairs. You will talk to your friends, we're going to do this movie or this TV show together. And then by the time it gets to the lawyers negotiating, everything that you and your friend decided or you discussed gets torn down by the legal process. So sometimes it's the people in the legal department like, we're not giving her a trailer. Wait a minute, you know. And so we never know where the breakdown is, but we know that the breakdown happens every time. This is not an isolated incident. Her tears are not just her tears. We all have cried them. We all are fighting to make it better. And again, it's not even just the entertainment industry. You can talk to any sister that's working in any industry, and we have to always fight harder. It's just the way it is. And we're tired of it being that's just the way it is.
Yeah.
You know?
Even someone who it seems almost everybody knows who she is still fighting these battles. Yvette Nicole Brown, thank you so much for joining us on this.
Yeah, and it's absolutely sad. And part of the problem is, like Yvette Nicole Brown said, that Black people will undercut one another. Okay? rather than working together and saying, this is what we're going to ask for, well, somebody else will come along and they'll do it for peanuts. So if they know they can always get someone else to do it for cheaper, why are they going to give you a set amount? Okay, why are they going to give a set amount? If they know they can just go get someone else who will gladly do it for peanuts. And that's the problem. See, they couldn't do this if every Black actor and actress band together and said, no, we're not working for this. This ain't it. We're not going to do it. Then what would they do? They would have no choice but to give you a decent pay, what you felt you were worth. But see, we don't have that in our community. Sadly, we just don't have it. When Monique was out there complaining about the pay disparity, rather than speaking up and standing with her, they just took less money. Okay, that's what they did. They took less money. Some of these Black actresses did. They took less money and they didn't stand with Monique. Okay, some of them back then had the same attitude that Vivica has today. Well, it ain't me. Well, I'm just fine getting what I can get. That's how some of them felt. But now, here we are over a decade later, and now they're having the same complaints as Monique. Now, I'm not talking about Taraji specifically. I'm talking about some of the ones who didn't have a word to say when Monique was going through this. And some of them who didn't care or couldn't care less. And in fact, took cheaper roles because they just wanted to get a job. Okay? They just want a job, and now some of them are complaining. I just want y'all to pay attention, but hold up, because Monique called out Oprah again and said Oprah got caught. Let's get into it.
So when you hear Taraji say, first of all, and I just want to give you step by step, okay?
Mm-hmm.
When you hear those sisters say, when we showed up, we didn't even have any trailers. When we showed up, there was no food. When we showed up, we had to get ourselves to the set. When you hear all of these things, and who was at the helm of this production, James?
Oprah Winfrey.
Okay, so when you hear all of these things, and then you start saying, see, this is the treatment of the Black actress. It's nothing new. It's nothing new that the trailers are subpar. It's nothing new that either the food is subpar or there's no food at all. That's nothing new. So when Oprah Winfrey sits at the helm and Taraji P. Henson says, it's an honor that we were handpicked. We were handpicked for this movie. Well, if they were handpicked for that movie, those women should have been taken care of from the moment go.
Right.
There's no way they should have walked up and there were no trailers. There's no way there was no food. And then when you hear Oprah say, but when Taraji called me, what did I do, Taraji? Lady O fixed it. When Taraji called Oprah, what happened was, James, Oprah got caught. That's what happened.
And if you look up the title of producer and what it is a producer's job is, you'll find that what Oprah fixed should have already been prepared when they got there under the title of producer. There need not be a fix.
And you know why things like this can happen, though, James? And we all watched those videos with Oprah Winfrey and Taraji. We all hear different things that Oprah Winfrey may say when it came down to Harvey Weinstein, and we don't want to put this all on Harvey Weinstein because we'll miss the what, silver lining?
Because we'll miss the point.
We'll miss the point. We've watched this person, as I'm watching these videos now, and everything was, didn't I champion for y'all? As soon as you called me up, didn't I champion for y'all? For the production. It's like, Oprah Winfrey, stop. Stop it. Because what you did was you didn't champion for those Black women, for our sisters. You didn't champion for them. What you did was in my humble opinion, it was, we can treat them just like we always treat the Black actress. Who gonna check me, boo?
Oh.
I'm Oprah Winfrey. So then when Oprah Winfrey got the call, well, I fixed everything, but y'all know everything should have been done when you showed up. And that's the part that we're missing. Everything should have been done when our sisters walked on that set. It is no way that should have gone down like that. And now when you see our beautiful sisters saying, yeah, but it got fixed, it's like, y'all, we're making it worse doing that.
And either one or two things is true. Either Oprah is powerful, or Oprah is not as powerful at three things. Oprah is powerful, Oprah is not as powerful as we believe, or Oprah chooses not to use her powers as it relates to championing for folks that need championing for.
And you know what, too, James? And I say these things that I'm saying to you humbly. So when this comes out, I hope that it reflects the humility that we're trying to put with it. Okay?
Yes.
It was easy for our community to accept a broken black woman. And we saw Taraji be broken and bent over and crying. It's hard for our community to accept a black woman that has a strong black man by her side saying unacceptable. In an industry,
while exhibiting strength herself, you see two black people coming together saying, listen, we can sit up here and talk about being pro-right, pro-black, or we can sit up here and talk about being pro-truth. Because that doesn't have any colors. Gender bias is not included. We just talking about what is true. And if we deal with what is true, it will help better those people so they won't have to hide from what's real. They can be truthful and say, you know what? Y'all don't know what it is to be Oprah Winfrey. You don't know what it is to be Tyler Perry. Success is a drug that you can easily want more of, and we lost our way, and for that we want to apologize. How can we make it right? Do you know how wide the arms of the community would embrace them for telling that truth?
All right, y'all heard that, but hold on for a second. I'm checking on something real quick. Hold on. Hold on, beloveds. I'm trying to find this hold on. Okay. I was looking for an article because someone told me one time that Morgan Fairchild, if you all don't know who Morgan Fairchild is, someone said she got paid about $1 million for doing a nude scene in a movie. This is what somebody told me. Hold on. And she wasn't a great actress. She was mediocre at best. I've seen some of her old stuff. Okay? But they said this woman got paid $1 million for a nude scene in a movie. Then turned around and sued. Okay, here's the thing where she sued right here. Now, I can't find the one that says she got paid $1 million, so I don't know if that's true. But this is what they said. Okay, actress Morgan Fairchild, star of television's Flamingo Road, has filed a $12.5 million lawsuit against two movie producers, claiming one of the filmmakers insisted on watching her nude scenes. Ms. Fairchild claimed in her superior court suit that she signed an agreement June the 15th to star in the movie Skins, which was set to start production in September in Los Angeles and Palm Springs. Now, this is from 1982. Now, the breach of contract suit filed last Friday contends that a month after signing the agreement with Ms. Fairchild, producers Bruce Con Curtis and Jerry Tukovsky asked for changes in the contract. Besides asking for a change in the start of production, the suit also contends Curtis insisted that he be permitted to be present during the filming of all the nude scenes involving Morgan Fairchild. A memorandum sent by the actress's agent to the producers had outlined terms for filming any nude scenes, including a stipulation that outside of the camera crew that was necessary for the scenes with nudity, no other person shall be allowed on set. Now, the suit said that Ms. Fairchild agreed to change the starting date, but did not state whether she agreed that Curtis could watch the nude scenes, and contended that on July the 12th, Curtis and Tukovsky denied that they had a contract with Fairchild. The actress is seeking $2.5 million in damages and $10 million in punitive damages from the two producers. Okay, so let me just go to the movie Skins and see how much she got paid for it. Likes up, everyone. Please get those likes up. Thank you in advance. Hold on. I can't find it. So I don't know if that's true or not, like I said. But at the end of the day, the thing is, you know, people of a different complexion, they absolutely do get to negotiate things for what they want. Now, when you think about it, Amy Schumer, who's clearly not funny at all, not in my opinion, and who has used other people's jokes, at the end of the day, when she was getting her deal with Netflix, I think they offered her like $10,000. I'm sorry, $10 million. But they were able to negotiate for more. And she got like $13 million. She's mediocre at best. She is mediocre at best at the end of the day. Now, I know they could say we go by sales or whatever for their movies and other things that they do. But at the end of the day, I think we should go by talents. Okay? I think we should go by talent. All right? At the end of the day, because that's just crazy to me. See, they get to sit down and negotiate and get what they want. Otherwise, they're not doing it. They're not doing it. But our people have to get whatever they're offered, because someone will come and undercut them if we start working together. See, here's the thing that Black people don't really seem to understand, or really don't seem to care. Some of us don't. That if you band together, like, everything can go your way. Okay, everything can go your way. Like the NFL, 75% of the NFL is Black. 75% of the NFL is Black. How are you all being treated disrespectfully? How is Colin Kaepernick getting kicked off a team or getting kicked out of the NFL when everybody's colluding against him because he took a knee? If all of the Black NFL players had stood with him and all taken a knee collectively, that never would have happened. The only thing anybody could do is get mad. You see, the thing is, the fact and the reason that we can't, or shall I say the consequence for the fact that we can't unify is this: pay disparities, racism, no equality, unfair judicial systems. All of these things persist partially because of our own faults. We can blame it on a system of wanton supremacy, but at the end of the day, it's partially our fault too, because we don't come together and support one another. Instead, we do things like Steven Jackson and hates on another brother because we see him doing good, because we see that he's going to make money because his video went so viral. He's getting all of these millions of views. So now we're mad. So we're going to come out and call him a hater when we're the one hating. Isn't that what Steven Jackson said? He said Shannon was hating on them and hating on this person, that person. If you felt that way, why haven't you ever said it prior to now? That's because you're the hater, Steven Jackson. Okay? Now, he might try to come for me and talk slick about me like he did Wig. You all remember when he said Wig's hair was dry her weave was dry and needed some Gatorade, he might try to come for me, but I got jokes right back. So we can go toe to toe. That's all I'm saying. But at the end of the day, slave-minded, says Laverne. Exactly. You see, we are our own worst enemy. Because some of us will stand firm on our beliefs because we're a militant and we have a revolutionary mindset. But at the same time, we have some people who have a slave mentality. Yes, massa. And then they'll go and snitch on the other ones, like Steve Harvey. Now, can you all picture Steve Harvey and his agent or manager coming in there to speak to the producers of Ocean 11, trying to get Bernie Mac out of the spot so he can get in the spot and show his chiclets and potato wedge lips? Y'all said it, not me. Can you imagine that? Boss, why y'all want Bernie Mac to play? I's been good. I's been a good nigga. Steve Harvey. See, that's the kind of stuff that we do to one another, and that's why we can never get anywhere. That's why. Because we don't stand together, and then some of us are sitting there hating on the other person as soon as we see them. See, I told you all, for those of you that follow my spiritual channel, you know I told you all numerous of times that some people are happy and fine with you and pleased with you and have no problem or issue with you as long as y'all are on the same level. But as soon as you start to accelerate and go past them, or you start to evolve and rise into your higher self and no longer want to engage in the negativity, low vibrational BS, now you think you better than them. Now you done changed. Now you're not keeping it real. This is what some of our people do. And when you want to not hang around certain people because of things that you strayed away from that are not in your best interests, now all of a sudden, oh, you think you're too good. You done forgot where you came from. That's the kind of stuff you get. So, and then you have these people, like I said, like Stephen Jackson coming out here hating on this man because his interview went viral. And none of his clearly have. So he's mad, butthurt, and been out of shape at the end of the day. When, oh, when will we stop hating on one another? When will we stop stealing from one another? Stealing each other's content, jokes, or whatever? Can't we just all try to be authentic and original and come up with our own ideas and then support other people that look like us when they come up with things or they're doing good? You see, the thing about it is when you hate on somebody else, you're really hating on yourself. Because if you were so sure about yourself and so confident in yourself, your abilities, your talents, you would never have to hate on anybody else. See, that's why I don't hate on anybody. I don't have any reason to. Because whatever somebody else is doing, that's for them to do, apparently. And whatever is for me to do is for me to do. And if I see someone doing something that I want to do and I don't know how to do it, I'll go ask them. I'll sit down and talk to them about it. What I won't do is hate on them. This is all so crazy, but this is our crabs in the barrel mentality that many of our people sadly have. If they're not doing good, they don't want to see you doing good. That's how some people are. Because they didn't make it, they don't want you to make it. So they will sit there and try to talk you out of your dreams and goals. And then here, listen to this. When Willie D said, when he was going in on everybody, and he said, you won't get a Cat Williams interview because you ain't qualified. What's the qualifications? What are the qualifications? Because he said himself he was no Ed Bradley. So don't expect him to do a good interview? Is that what he was saying? Well, if that's what you're saying about yourself, well, then what are the qualifications? That you just be somebody that was in a famous rap group once? What are the qualifications? I just have questions. At the end of the day, that's putting Black people down, but you just said you want to lift people up. And then you said that everybody who was criticizing you was trying to pull Black people down. See, it's not so much fun when the rabbit got the gun. Willie D. Willie D will sit up there and say, say your mama should be embarrassed and your daddy should have pulled out. No more talk. But then when people say something to him, it's a whole nother story and a whole nother energy. Now he wants to give you the smoke. If you can criticize others, please don't be upset and offended when people criticize you with truth. Now, if people are lying on you, that's a different story. One who cares said sour grapes. Okay. Hey, Pauline from the UK, beloved. So with that all being said, if you can dish it, you should also likewise be able to take it. Now, like I said, if somebody's criticizing you and telling lies on you, that's a whole nother story. Yeah, you should absolutely address that with the truth and with your receipts. That's what I do. But if somebody's criticizing you with the truth, it would behoove you to pay attention. You see, because if people were telling me, Queen Ahmadiyyah, that interview you just did was the worst ever, it was boring, there was no chemistry between you and the person you interviewed, we didn't like it. You know what I would do? I would not respond by going off. I would say, well, you know, y'all don't have to really watch it. But then my intellect would kick in. And I would say, wait a minute. Now, if all these people, it's not one or two or three, but if all these people are making videos talking about my interview, and if all these people are in my chat and in my comment section dogging me, saying my interview was boring, I didn't ask the good questions, if everybody was saying all of that, then at that point, I'd have to take a look at myself, because everybody can't be lying. That's all I'm saying. Everybody can't be lying. Now, sometimes people just be hating and being nefarious and be mad, like some people were, I'm sure. But it's a whole lot of people saying the same things. Sometimes, I've told you all this before, you have to take what people say negatively about you and use it for your own betterment. Let me give y'all a story. You all remember there was a person who used to be my moderator, but they did something and I didn't like it, so I fired them. That person went into a Twitter space and talked a whole bunch of slick stuff about the queen, was going in and telling lies too. And I was going to do a Twitter space and go in on them, but I said, you know what? I'm not even going to waste my breath. Even though she did tell a few lies, I'm not even going to waste my breath, because this is a clout chase. She's trying to call me out because she knows how I am. She knows I'll roast her for filth. I'll go in. And she wants to attach herself to me. Because she already was behind my back telling her friend, let's take all her subscribers and start our own YouTube channel. That's what she was saying. But here I still am. And where is she? She's not even on YouTube at this point. Sad to say. You see, sometimes people dig their own graves. That's what they do. And so I let them do that. But see, I wouldn't have gotten so mad about it as I would have gotten concerned about it. I'd have been like, wait a second. Everybody saying it was boring. I didn't ask good questions. I would use that as a teaching moment and say, well, you know, let me write down some better questions next time. Next time, let me just be a little more upbeat. Next time, you know, let me just add a little more spice to it. Let me not roll somebody back. I would just look at that as a way to do something different the next time to be better. Just like when that moderator that I fired, she was talking slick about me. She went on Twitter and she made a post that said, Queen Ahmadiyyah Shakur, if your channel is struggling, just say so. Your channel is basic. It don't have no intro and no outro. You just sit up there and read your articles. That's what she said. So you know what I said? I said, you know what? She's right. My channel is basic. Not my commentary. I think my commentary is top shelf. But if you just look at the makeup of my channel, it is kind of basic. I don't have an intro. I don't have an outro. So guess what? Now I got an intro. And I got an outro. And my channel ain't basic. And I want you all to pay attention. I upgraded my microphone. Okay, I changed my streaming service. I did all of that because someone gave me criticism that was negative. Now, mind you, this person was, in fact, a hater. But see, they say, let your haters be your motivators. And that's even in the Bible where it says, use your enemies as footstools. So when somebody says something negative about me that's true, I'm not going to get mad. I'm going to improve and up the ante. So the next time they can't say that. I'm going to prove them wrong. Yeah, my channel was basic. And now it's not. My channel had no intro and outro, but now it does. You see how I worked that? I didn't get on here and say F you and F your mama and F your daddy and you is uncivilized. I didn't say that because I didn't have to. Because sometimes, even if it comes from a hater, criticism, if true, can be constructive, not destructive. It's all about how you see things in the grand scheme of things. That's all I'm saying. That's all I'm saying. Goodness Rated Bo said, Queen, you have personality. Thank you, beloved. Thank you. And you know, here's the thing. Some people, they just can't handle criticism. They can't. You have to have thick skin. You have to be sure of yourself. You have to know who you are from deep within. You see, when you are a person who's sure of yourself and confident in your own ability, though you're not arrogant like some, but you're confident, there's a difference. So when you're confident in your ability and you know who you are and what you're capable of, you don't have to get mad about the truth ever. The truth is just the truth. So it should never make you mad. In fact, it should make you glad, because if somebody's giving you the truth, take that and run with it and work on whatever they said you need to work on. At the end of the day, I think that even Willie D didn't think the interview was the best. I think that's why he didn't air it until now. But that's just my opinion. He said he was saving it for something that he's doing. But I think that he himself thought it was lackluster. That's my opinion. That's my opinion. I think that he thought it was lackluster. I mean, hey, I've done videos that I felt were lackluster. I've done videos that I felt were lackluster. I did a video once when I first got on YouTube that I had to retract. I was accusing the police of shooting this unarmed man down in Raleigh, North Carolina. Come to find out, the man actually had a gun. I thought the police were lying as usual. But then some racist came on my channel and left comments talking about, oh, you just want to paint a narrative and play the victim mentality. Oh, you just, if you look at the video on something bigger than your phone, you'll see that he had a gun. And I said, wait a minute. Now, it was a bunch of these little racists coming on there talking slick. And I said, well, hold up now. Maybe they might be right, because it's not just one or two of them saying it. So I go and I look up the video and I zoom in close, and he had a gun. So when I saw he had a gun, I said, you know what? I told my friend, I'm going to go in here and retract. I'm going to remove the video for one, and then I'm going to do a retraction. It meant that I was wrong. So my friend was like, no, F them. Don't retract. Don't do nothing, because when they do stuff, they don't admit they're wrong. I said, yeah, but I'm not them. You see, what I have is journalistic integrity. So if I lie or misquote, misspeak, I'm going to come on here and admit it. Because what you won't ever be able to do, truthfully, is to say the Queen Ahmadiyyah, Shakur, be telling lies. She be lying on the police. She be lying on her subscribers. She be lying on other content creators. You'll never be able to say that, because I'm not going to sit up here and lie. And if I say something that's wrong and I realize it was wrong, I'm going to come back and address it and let you know. But what I won't ever do is get so mad that I have to cuss you out for filth and cuss out your family because you spoke the truth. Even if I don't agree with it. If you didn't lie anywhere in what you said, I'm just going to try to use it to do better the next time. Because I'm going to tell you like this, nobody likes criticism. Nobody does. Who does that? I don't like criticism. Nobody does, right? But at the end of the day, I know that it comes with the territory. That's what comes with the territory. You're on social media. You're posting lives. This is real life. So when people criticize you, just get used to it, because we sit up here on our platforms, all of us, and we criticize other people. So it's funny to me how some people don't want to be criticized, but they can sit on their platform and criticize everybody else. It's the hypocrisy of it all for me. It's the hypocrisy of it all from me. Okay? Now, here's the thing. People criticizing me for something with truth is never a problem, like I said. But when you get mad because I'm going in on Bussy Reek, when you can't stand it or take it because I'm going in on wig 1 or wig 2, and then you want to get in my chat and talk slick or leave greasy comments, but now I'm going to go in on you. Because now you're not telling the truth. If you saying, oh, you just exposing wig because you jealous. Why would I be jealous of a whole fraud who went to prison? I went to college. I didn't go to the state pen. I went to Penn State. Please make it all make sense. Now, when you're saying stuff like that, I'll go in on you absolutely. Because now you're lying. If you're truthful in your criticisms, I will at least consider it and listen to it and see where I can grow from it, whether I like you or not. It don't even matter if you're a racist. If you're speaking the truth, I'll pay attention. Now, if you just out here being racist and saying crazy stuff, that's just all nonsensical. But even if you're speaking the truth, you see, like I always say, make your haters your motivators and use your enemies as footstools. People don't want to do that. If somebody is hating on you, you're not going to pay attention to what they say other than to just be mad 9 times out of 10. I literally listen to haters. And you know why I listen to haters? I listen to them good too. And the reason I listen to them is because your haters watch you closer and harder and more consistently than anybody else. So they know your flaws. You might have some flaws that you hide from everybody else, but the haters going to find them because they're going to be looking for them. They won't stop until they find them. So when your haters telling you something critical, you just might want to listen. You just might want to listen because see, haters motivate me to do and be better because I know that my success makes the haters mad. So I'm not going to let the haters just keep sitting here and having all this stuff to say about me. Every little thing they say that is true, I'm going to fix it. You won't get to hate for long and you won't get to criticize me for long. You can always be a hater, but you won't get to criticize me for long with the truth because I'm going to fix things. That's what I'm going to do. Okay? That's what I'm going to do. Pay attention. Pay attention. Mr. Hotel says, if you're not subscribed to the spiritual channel, you should know. Okay? Thank you. We dropped gems on there. Okay, so anyway, with that all being said, I don't want to sit here and preach all night, but I just want to tell you all that sometimes we're our own worst enemy. When we can't take constructive or just criticism in general, but we feel okay to give it, that's a problem. It's called hypocrisy. That's what it's called. It's called hypocrisy. And, I would expect that men specifically should be able to deal with criticisms much better than women. We know women get all in their emotions and feelings, or our emotions and feelings, but at the end of the day, men should be able to take it. And it sounded like Willie wanted to fight. When he said, you ain't going to say it in my face. You say you will, but you won't. Willie, he used to box. Sound like he might want to knock somebody out. Just for talking trash, just for making criticisms. See, some people take stuff way too seriously. They take it way too seriously. Y'all remember how they were going in on me on a daily when I was exposing Bussy Reek? How they were all in the chat talking slick, and I kept dropping a link. But when they got on here, right? When they got on here, they was talking respectfully. Most of them. It was 1 or 2. Y'all remember the guy that got up here and was trying to hide behind a piece of cardboard? And then the one that got up here and flipped me the bird. It's all so crazy. Like, that stuff's funny to me. Stuff like that has never made me mad. And that's because I'm so sure of myself. I know my capabilities. Let me tell y'all something that's funny that my boyfriend said to me today. He's asleep, so he's not going to hear this until tomorrow at least. But here's what my boyfriend told me today. He said, we were just talking about different things and different scenarios and people's talents and things. And he told me, he said, think about if you have someone in the hood who could play basketball real good. They could play basketball like Michael Jordan, and their parents tried to encourage them, but they don't want to play basketball. They want to sell shoes. He said, see, when I be telling you about your talent and how much potential you have and how you should do this instead of doing that, and you get upset or you seem a little annoyed. See, you are Michael Jordan. You're Michael Jordan, but you want to sell shoes. That's what he told me. He said, I'm Michael Jordan, but I want to sell shoes. So basically telling me that I'm not living up to my potential and I'm not using all of my talents and I'm not doing what I'm supposed to be doing. And you know what? He's telling the truth. I haven't been living up to my full potential and using all of my talents. But guess what? That's going to end today. So you see, sometimes criticism is for your own best interest, especially and specifically when you know that it's absolutely true. Please pay attention. Okay? Please pay attention. So with that all being said, y'all are so nefarious in here going in on Bussy Reek. I absolutely cannot. Hold on. Miss Hotel said, hey, Alexa, play Shantae Got a Man at Home. Sit down somewhere. I am through. Hold on. RG Ty said the one Nashidian looked like he was in jail. Yes, he did. He was literally sitting behind bars. Where they do that at? I cannot. They were going in on the queen, honey. Okay. They were going in on me. Do you hear me? Miss Evie said fighting words. Dad said, OMG, I remember. Yes, y'all know they did me dirty, honey. Radio said truth hurts deeper than a lie. That's why he was so mad. Yeah, the truth does hurt. But sometimes you got to turn that hurt into power. Okay, that's what you got to do. You got to turn it into power, honey. That's what you got to do. Love you, queen. Love also that your locks are moisturized and not dry, though. Thank you, College of Natural Health Sciences, beloved. Thank you. Yeah, that's another thing. Y'all remember when the girl said my locks were dry and they look dusty or dull? She said they look dull. Y'all remember that? And I told her, I said, girl, that was the camera. Okay? I oil my locks on a regular. Pay attention. That's why they're so long. If they were dry, they'd have fallen out, right? Dry, brittle locks make it all make sense. But see, I didn't even get mad about that. You know what I'm saying? I just laughed. See, I just want y'all to pay attention that when people say stuff about me, negative things about me, talk or whatever, I just laugh. When the lady said that I look like a drowning rat and a hamster, I just laughed and told her that's what her wig looks like because she's wearing a wig. These are my locks. But at the end of the day, here's the thing. Now, I don't let stuff like that bother me. I let it roll off my back, off my shoulders, like I said, because at the end of the day, I know who I am. Anybody confident in yourself, you should never be worried about what other people think of you. I tell y'all that all the time because it's called self-esteem for a reason, not what everybody thinks of me esteem. You're never going to catch me slipping and being mad, sad, butthurt, crying, and all of that, complaining because somebody said something about me. Like, what? Make it all make sense. Okay? Make it all make sense. At the end of the day, Moon Goddess said right, transmutation. Okay? Here go Timber Dan being nefarious. My own moderator being nefarious in here talking about Queen. We need a wig marathon. Y'all gonna get one. I keep telling you, you all gonna get one. Okay, you know what? I'm gonna set some time aside for this coming week. That's what I promise I'm gonna do for this coming week. You know, I just have to go to my Odyssey channel and download the videos. That's it. Wait a second. Yeah, and then so what I'll do is I'll post one like every hour or every other hour. I'll do it for you all, but I'm gonna probably do it. I was going to say I'm going to do it on the backup channel, but no, I'll do it on this one. I'll do it on this one. So with that all being said, Terry said, those locks are healthy as hell. Thank you. Thank you. They really are. They really are, beloved. Thank you. Okay. This I am being messy talking about the original Wigs funeral service was amazing. Thank you. Yeah, I did that video because I was putting the final nail in Wig's coffin. Now y'all see where Wig is, right? Wig is somewhere out there floating in the abyss of YouTube. Please pay attention. Okay, don't let you be the next one to be floating along is all I'm saying, okay? Wig should have never tried it. She started with me. I didn't ask for this smoke. She gave it to me willingly. So, you know, that's how it rolls. That's how it goes. Okay? I used to love wigs. Now I can't wear them. Feels like my head is being squeezed. Yeah, I'm sure it can, right? Probably feeling a little too tight. Miss Hotel said the takedown was real. It had to be done. That's all I'm saying. It had to be done. Like, don't start with me unless you want to finish it. That's all I'm saying. Okay, so with that all being said, I'm out of here. I want to thank you all for tuning in. Wow, we've been on for 1 hour and 16 minutes. That's crazy, right? I only intended to come on here for about 25, 30 minutes. But anyway, I digress. Terry Brown Sugar says, yeah, Wig is trying so hard to make a comeback. Wig brought it on itself, that's all I can say. So with that, hold on. Vince says, Wig 2.0, pay attention. All right, she better. That's what she better do. While she up here stealing my content and then calling me a hamster and a drowned rat. I mean, make it all make sense. And all I did was shout her out. I want you all to pay attention. See, I keep saying that for a reason. Just like Wig. Before I exposed Wig for filth on a myriad of videos, I told you all I ever did was say something nice about her. When we had Dr. Boyce Watkins' Women's Day virtual convention, right? I thanked her and I told her that she inspired me to start doing YouTube and to join Fly Nubian Queens. But you want to hate on the queen and throw subliminals and shade? Well, this is what happens. I was over here minding my own black business with my laptop and my cell phone, just little old me. And we started it. So guess what? I finished it. That's why I always say, look both ways before you cross the queen, honey, because I play dirty. Okay? I play dirty and I'm petty with it. So with that all being said, Tim Dan said, I tell you when Queen did that, I was crying laughing. Not to mention when I recorded her lawyer. Okay, not to mention when I recorded her lawyer trying to sit up there and scare us with threats, me and Angel Love and Michi, talking about cease and desist and all that stuff and defamation. Sit down somewhere. You're a joke and so's Wig. Wig is a joke and had a whole joke for a lawyer. Make it all make sense. And then hold on, let me say this before I go. Black and Silver said the gavel is silent. Y'all are dirty. But listen, I want y'all to pay attention. Wig kept making it worse for herself. Remember how she kept making it worse for herself? Every day she still come out and say little slick stuff, and then all I'm going to do is talk about it. And then remember how she was sitting up there telling all them lies, talking about her lawyer was a black person. Because somebody said in her chat, somebody was like, you're supposed to be black and so pro-black. Why your lawyer's not black? And then she lied and said, oh, my lead attorney is black. No, she said her lawyer was black. And then they proved that he wasn't. Okay? When I played the audio of him, that's when we proved that he wasn't. And then she said, but my lead attorney is black. And the law firm is owned by a black man. And what did I do? I called the law firm. I said, hello, is this law firm owned by a black man? And the guy said no. And then I showed you all a picture of everybody who worked there. Not every one of them looked like me. So see the lies. It's the lies for me. Like Wig, who's stupid enough to lie about stuff that anyone can clearly find the truth to with a simple Google search? I mean, I already have found her FBI files. So now she's going to lie about something so stupid, knowing all I got to do is Google. I don't even have to dig deep for that. Like, girl, I don't even have to dig deep for that. But you sitting up here lying, talk about it's all about a black man, and then it ain't nary a black person even work there. And you trying to get this man to scare me How is it that you sit up here and start messing with somebody, then play the victim so much so that you go and get the legal team involved? Talking about suing. Don't she remind y'all of Kevin Hart? Somebody exposed her, so now she want to sue. Now she want to go get lawyers and all that, have them sending you cease and desist. Sit down somewhere, honey. None of that scares me. None of that scares me. I know the law. Period. Went to school for criminal justice. What you talking about, boo? Okay. It's all so crazy. Baby boy said it's Wick Farious. I absolutely cannot. And then Vince I Am's messy self said, Morris Twatkins too. I have got to get off this live. Y'all are too much. Oh my goodness, I cannot. My ribs. Then Mr. Hotel's messy self says, we got more receipts too if folks feel froggy. Oh my God. My ribs literally hurts. I got to go. Oh my goodness. Hold on. College of Natural Health Sciences says, but where is Wig now? Oh my God, this is terrible. Oh my God, my ribs. I got to go. This is all painful at this point. Miss Hotel said, Queen, you already know. Terry Brown Sugar Melon said, putting a wig on the run. Oh, honey, I gotta go. This is all too much. This is all too much. Kenyatta said, not my ribs, Queen. Yes, I got to go. Listen, thank you all for tuning Black here once again for the original Queen Ahmadiyyah Shakur show. All right. I don't even remember what to say next. Anyway, with that all being said, each one teach one. That's how we grow and thrive. Do something productive, constructive, but never destructive. And always remember, beloveds, to keep the Most High first in your lives. Peace. I will see you all tomorrow, honey. This is all nefarious.
DJ, turn it up, and I won't stop burning you down until there ain't nothing left. Rubble on top of rubble, and I'll still be bombing. Look like a wall, Richie. Look like a wall. You didn't say no. Look like a wall, Richie. Look like a wall. You didn't say no. Nobody knows why liars lie. Winners are not allowed to allow losers to rewrite history. It's God's side and the other side. Country bumpkin black dude that can't talk good, but can bitch and look like Mr. Potato Head.
I didn't want to be a movie star.
No, you couldn't be a movie star. Ricky Smiley can't act, cause Ricky Smiley can't act. Why is he in a dress again? He didn't be wanting to body, and you gotta tell him no. Said ain't got no special, you remember? Eve ain't got no special, you remember? Ricky ain't got no special, you remember? Sir, I have 12 comedy specials. If you Diddy or whoever you is, DJ, turn it up, and I won't stop burning you down until there